Yo, what the heck's going on? All right, we're getting this started up here. If you can read the bottom here, we got a t-shirt giveaway again. If you can correctly predict the score of the Rams game today against the 49ers, and you can score yourself a free Ram Showcase t-shirt. I see the over on this side over here that my quality is coming in super low, so sorry about that. Hopefully, by the time that we get rolling and onto my cell phone, that will be coming through a lot better. But feel free to drop those score predictions for your chance to score that free Ram Showcase shirt. We did have our first winner last week. Jay ended up scoring that. I almost say the words Kilo Rocker Jay every single time I say those, but it happened on the podcast this week as well. Either way, Jay got the score prediction right against the Carolina Panthers. So he scored himself a free Ram Showcase t-shirt, courtesy of All Pro Sports. AJ helping me out a ton with that this year. So huge shout out to AJ and All Pro Sports. If you would like to order a shirt for yourself, well, then I will leave the email address where you can order those directly right here in the comment section. So aj.rsgear@gmail.com. Boom. Right there. So wherever you're watching me, it's we do these streams on YouTube as well as Facebook. So that's where you can find those comments at. But we'll be taking off here soon. If you've got any questions or anything you kind of want to touch on for this game, just let me know. We got a pretty interesting matchup in this one as the Rams are starting to get healthy while the Niners are now dealing with some injuries. So a little bit of a shift going on there. We'll take a peek at some inactives here. I did see that the list already did come out, but then I changed went to a different page here. So let's see. We can definitely touch on the Brandon Cook stuff too, if anybody would like to. Kind of an interesting thing that's going on there. All right, so for the Rams, we got Cam Akers, who is not going to be participating in this game. Quarterback Bryce Perkins, that means the Wolf, will be the backup to Stafford today. Sean Jolly on the defensive line, he is not playing. Lance McCutcheon, he is inactive. Tight end Kendall Blanton, as well as defensive lineman Bobby Brown, who is officially back from suspension. He also did suffer an injury early in training camp. So he looks like he's at least healthy, but he is a scratch today, so he is not going to be playing. As far as the 49ers go, Deebo Samuel is not playing in this game. Also, Juwan Jennings not in as well. Fullback Kyle Juszczyk, he's out. Eric Armstead's out. Dre Greenlaw's out. Jason Verrett is out. And then a healthy scratch would be Kamoko Toure is also out for the San Francisco 49ers. So the 49ers a little bit beat up in this one. Deebo not playing, Juszczyk not playing, Armstead, Greenlaw. Those are big injuries for the 49ers. So that is a plus for the Rams, obviously, for very clear reasons. Those are good players. So the Rams getting back, guys like Van Jefferson's back today. We get Troy Hill's back today. He was showing up to the stadium. Kobe Durant, he's back in. So Rams are starting. We're getting healthy. Brian on the offensive line. And I think, if anything, we've got the fact that Brian Allen is back, I think is kind of underrated, I would say, because as much as I prefer Coleman Shelton to play center, I really like just obviously we've had Coloni in that spot who got waived and then he's now back on the practice squad. But Brian Allen, he was our Super Bowl center. So, just simply calling out different protection packages and stuff like that, I think is a massive upgrade at that position. So, yeah, sure, I like Shelton more at center, but ahead of Coloni, yeah, I'll definitely take Brian Allen. Of course, Shelton is still on IR. So is David Edwards. So we're still missing our two starting guards from day one, but they are expected to be back. And then eventually barring anything else, we're eventually going to get back to we're going to get back to an 80% offensive line because Noteboom is going to be out for the season. But he also was not really playing that well, so I'm kind of questioning his future, whether that's proper or not in week 8 or in the middle of the season. He just got hurt, but either way, I think his training camp next year is going to be very massive for his career. I think that's going to be very telling, unless we see it's one of those situations where the Rams just kind of keep playing somebody despite their performance, which we've seen before. We've seen like two different factors when with the Rams and handling players. Some guys hang out for like not a lot of time, and maybe they still got something left in them, i.e. Brandon Cooks, who we can touch on if anybody is interested. But and then you also got guys that like Taylor Rapp, who's never really been that good of a player. He's never really stood out that much, but he seems to stick around. So of course he is involved in some trade rumors. We can talk about those if you want to as well. But yeah, there's a lot of like moving parts going on right now. We're not really sure exactly what the Rams are up to. So going get prepared to take off here. I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off because I got a big brain now, and I'm getting better at this. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna pull myself off of this camera here, and I'm gonna pop onto this camera here. So give me just one quick second here. I'm gonna change this screen. Gotta do this one here. All right. Pull myself back. I'll be right back, but on this one. All right.
Well, that happened fast. Ah. All right. Now we're just here. All right. It's not there anymore. So, yeah, any questions that anybody has, feel free to just go ahead and drop them. We'll be taking off here in just a minute. Like I said, I think I'm overdressed, but I wanted to wear my hat with my sweet new pin on it. I also got a backup hat, though, just in case it gets too hot, because it is kind of, it's not cold, but it's not hot. I don't know. What is it? My computer says it's 52, so it's about normal weather outside. I mean, it's kind of unseasonably warm, I would say, but either way, we're going to bring the backup hat, which is going to be this one here, and then we'll bounce on out of here. We have green screen. I haven't done enough with this, I think. Maybe I should get more ridiculous. Let me know if you think I should get more ridiculous with stuff. But let's see. I think I've got everything I need. I hope so. My Wi-Fi's off. Our stream's going. I shared it. I'm very confused. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? I almost wore my Fuller jersey, but he is not in yet. He's not in yet. He's still hurt, so still on IR. He was not activated, so that's sad times. But either way, Carl's not here. Right? Oh, he's over here. Carl's over by the door. That's Carl. He's not going for the 49ers, which is good. But yesterday was National Cat Day, so we celebrated. I had to work most of the day. Ooh, I hear that my coffee machine's still on. I'll turn that off. Boom. All right. Let's peace on out of here. Let's go watch the Rams beat up on some Niners, huh? What do you think, Carl? Rams going to win today? He doesn't care at all. All right. Let's peace on out. No one ever comments on the fact that my door is a sliding door, which I appreciate, because it's weird. Alright, probably should close those. Yeah, it is not that cold out here. I'm overdressed. That's all good. Alright. Put those over here. I gotta work tomorrow. I'm not usually a Monday worker, but it being the holiday, they wanted me on, so boom. Oh, we got some questions coming in here. What's your all-time favorite Rams uniform? You know what, man? That's a loaded question because there's some good ones out there. What I would say, I mean, me being me, I absolutely loved the color rush, dude. I think that those are so sick. Those yellows are so awesome. The only thing that I would have requested different about those is because I hate when any team, any color, wears same color jersey and pant. I think that just looks ridiculous. So if the Rams would have done the yellow jersey with like a blue pant, I think that would have been absolutely crispy. So I would have loved that. But I mean, that classic, like the Rams, like Super Bowl 53 uniform, that is an absolute, like just a total beaut. But these modern throwbacks are really good. If I had to go with a current, I would say Bone on Soul is definitely my favorite right now, just because I love that combo. The way the blue helmet goes with uh, the
combo. But I don't know, man. There's so many good ones to think about, and I mean, I think there's a place for those like Millennium Blue and Century Gold ones as well. Like there's certain things like with the dark blue with white pants. I really think of like Steven Jackson, James Laurinaitis, and stuff like that. Which I mean, yeah, sure, were some bad times, but we also had some really fun games and some fun players to watch during those times as well. So I think it all kind of goes into it. Silly Fun Guy, best name on YouTube, has a question. How confident are you in the Rams winning today on a scale of 1 to 10? I feel decent, man. The X factor here is obviously the fact that the Rams and Niners have had, quite a little stretch here over these last few years. Obviously, you would like to see the Rams be able to pull out a regular season win. If I had to choose, if you're going to win, you're going to keep sweeping us in the regular season, but every time we meet in the playoffs, we win. I'll take that all day, every day. But there's something about this game, especially with the injuries that the Niners are dealing with and the fact that the Rams are getting healthy. I'm going to go ahead and put it at like a 7.5. And I realize that maybe, so if it was on a scale of 1 to 100, I would go with 75. Because I feel decent about this week, man. Something about this game feels like kind of like a turning point of the season for the Rams. And coming off the bye week, I think is huge. So you come off, you beat up on the lowly Panthers, and then you get a time off. You get more healthy while they get more beat up, and they got absolutely just ragdolled by the Kansas City Chiefs last week. So what kind of impact is that going to have on them? Like from an emotional standpoint, are they going to be ready to go, or are they going to be down on themselves? But they're also, like I said, beat up. So that's got to be factored in. So I'll put it about 7.5 is my confidence level. And a big part of that is simply because of the fact that we've just had trouble with them over these last few years. And it does feel very game planny. Raheem Morris likes to play that soft backup defense and stuff, which is fine. It's working right now. But a team like the 49ers, they know that, like, especially Garoppolo, he's terrified of Aaron Donald. Rightfully so. He should be. But so he gets rid of the ball so fast against us. And so for that reason, like, you gotta play more aggressive against this team. And Raheem just keeps not doing that. But we did it in the postseason. And that's my whole point, is we did it in the postseason and then we won. So there's something to that. I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? So that's I feel decent, though, to answer your question. Dominic coming in with a score prediction of 24-13 for the Rams winning. So if you would like a Rams Showcase T-shirt, I don't have any on me right in here. That is how you win a free one. Is you get the score prediction and you absolutely nail it. Last game against the Carolina Panthers, Jay absolutely nailed the score prediction, and it's in the mail right now. Maybe he already has it. I don't know. I have not heard from him, but I do know that it was sent out. I got that message from AJ. I don't know if I responded to AJ. AJ, if you're here, thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. More than you know, I appreciate you, dude. But that's how you get a free Ram Showcase T-shirt. Dominic's taking his shot right now, 24-13. If that is the final score, he scores himself a free Ram Showcase T-shirt. It does go, by the way, you got to pay attention, all right? So if somebody's already said that score prediction, then it goes to the first one that answered that. Carolina King says, I remember watching Torrey Holt in that uniform watching it. Yeah, dude, I'm guessing you're talking about that, like that dark blue and white, like we were talking about. So I get behind on comments all the time. But, yeah, man, that's like, I can just, there was some good times there, man. And I don't know, like, of course, winning football games and, like, being sick right now, winning the Super Bowl and stuff like that is way cool. It's way more cool than losing. But also, like, losing's not going to make me not a Rams fan. So, like, whatever, I like to win, and winning's way sicker. But if the Rams lose, it's not going to make me not a fan. So, whatever, I'm just here for a good time, man. Like, hopefully we see some cool stuff. Hopefully some awesome things happen. Hopefully touchdowns are scored. Hopefully records are broken. But ultimately, man, like I said,
Winning is a lot more fun. Losing is not going to make me not a Rams fan. So I'm just here for whatever. And also, I have no outcome. I have no impact on the outcome of the game. So if the Rams lose, it's not my fault. You know what I mean? So I didn't do this. Silly fun guy. Best name on YouTube says a win today would be so sweet. Absolutely agree. Can't help but get my hopes up. I agree. And there's something about this game that feels a little bit better than some of the past ones. I went into the NFC Championship game pretty confident, though, just knowing what was at stake. Like, knowing that if you won that game, you go to the Super Bowl in your home stadium. If you lose that game, you're letting your most hated division rival go to the Super Bowl in your stadium. So I feel kind of good about that game. Let's see here. Silly fun guys, an 8 out of 10 on the confidence. That's solid, man. That's a B. That's good, man. Oh. Let's see here. 13, 24th bench, score prediction. You gotta stick with it. You gotta pick something different though. Just pick something different for a chance to win. This commentator, try not to kill myself. How crazy would that be? This would be my highest rated stream of all time, though. If I died, dude. I should put that out to the universe. Do you think A-Rob has 2 good games in a row? Man, I'm hoping so. That was encouraging to see what he did against the Panthers. That was, I mean, by miles, his best game as a Ram. I wouldn't I don't know. It's the Panthers though, so it's got to be considered. And they were down J.C. Horn, who's actually he's a very good corner. Actually, I'm kind of disappointed how good he is because he has no business being in Carolina. That sucks for him that he's out there, but. Because J.C. Horn, man, if he could come be opposite of Jalen Ramsey, that guy's good, man. So him being down, I think, was a major impact in that game. But obviously, seeing L.A. Rob do something there was very encouraging. So hopefully that's something to build on. I still stand by that. I think he's just a little bit of a late bloomer in this offense. At least maybe I'm just hopeful that he's a late bloomer in this offense. So we'll see what happens as far as how his career ends up unfolding and stuff like that, or his time with the Rams. But also, if it doesn't happen, I wouldn't be mind blown to see him just be a one and done in LA for the Rams. It wouldn't absolutely shock me if he just spent his one season as a Ram and then was out. If he can't get it going. If he does get it going, though, then obviously I think he sticks around. But I think ultimately we should all be disappointed with what we've seen from LA Rob this year. He has not been that good. He's had one decent game, so, we should be a little bit disappointed in what he's done. We really, I know I expected, I feel like I speak for at least some percentage of Rams fans here, that we expected that he would be some kind of reliable replacement for Robert Woods, and he has not been. So, like I said, that last game is encouraging, so hopefully that's something to build on, and hopefully we see that keep progressing as these games go on. Carolina King says 24-10 for the Rams winning this game. That was the exact score prediction that won last time, so it's good luck, I think. Either way, the Rams could win 2-3. I don't care. I just like dubs. Dubs are fun. Somebody sad reacted. Why? Why are you so sad? The mustache is bothering you. I'm getting dangerously used to this mustache. It's becoming a problem. And now I feel like if I shave it off, it's going to look weird. So maybe that's just who I am. Maybe I'm just a guy with a mustache. We'll see. See, Dominic says, I think Van being back will help him get open. That actually, I talked about that on the show this week, is Van Jefferson coming back. I'm not sure how much of an impact he'll have. Of course, we are not expecting any physical limitations. He was probably ready to go a few weeks ago, but he was on IR, so this was his first week available to us. And, why did my phone get dark? Is it? I'm gonna put the AC on just in case. Go beep 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 beep. Okay. Just to get some air on this thing. I talked about that with Van Jefferson coming back, as it's very possible that while his stat line might be low, his impact, I think, will be felt, and I think that could be in the way of taking some eyeballs away from from Cooper Cup as well as LA Rob. Eduardo, Rams are very overdue to give the 49ers a good whooping. So I just put it out. Let's nail it, dude. I hope this is the one that wins, man. If the Rams can pull off a 55-13 win, we're all happy. You get yourself a free Ram Showcase T-shirt, and the whole world is stoked about it. And also, I mean, let's talk about the implications of this game a little bit. If the Rams win this game and the Giants can beat the Seahawks, which I think it can happen, then the Rams move back up to first place. If the Rams lose this game, we're in third, no matter what happens anywhere else. So, I mean, that's a problem. You know, that's a big shift to go from first to third, and we don't want to be chasing down. Both the Seahawks and the 49ers. Give me some shades of like those early 2010s kind of thing. You know, it's just we still need that. If anybody wants to hit on any of the trade rumors, let me know. I'm not necessarily itching to talk about rumors, but I know it's a big topic right now, and I'm also not going to have a chance to do any streams or anything ahead of the deadline outside of right now, because I am now working Monday for Halloween. They wanted me on for that day, for that night, so I'll be working for that. I'm off on Wednesday this week, which is after the trade deadline. So that is pretty sick as far as podcast recording goes, but as far as being able to get any topics like of trade stuff before they happen, that's not where it's going to be. So my phone, it's doing okay. Just don't want to overheat again. Last time it just shut off. It was middle of a sentence, and it was just like, which was not cool. Silly Fun Guy, best name on YouTube again. I'm going to say that every time, I think. It's very John Wolford of me. Let's see. With Brian Allen coming back, the van plan coming back. It's a van plan. Okay. Oh. Yeah, let's go 5 miles an hour. I think that's like at least that's the peak of my road rage. Of being like, all right, how about we just go faster? At least I'm not like cussing people out, right? Feel good about our blocking in this game. I really do think that Brian Allen coming back is massive for the run game, simply for calling out protection. That's been a problem. We've got a lot of shuffles. This is our 7th different offensive line in 7 different games. So to have our veteran center back, I think is good. That cannot be bad, right? I mean, unless he's a little rusty, stuff like that. But simply him calling out protections is going to be huge. And they're down a lot of players. I mean, Greenlaw being down, Armstead being down. I mean, that's only a benefit to the Rams. Of course, then like I've already heard some people talk about like, oh, I don't want them to have any excuses of like, well, this person wasn't playing or whatever. Who cares? Like, people get hurt. It's football. It's not just a contact sport. It's a violent sport. So people get hurt. Like, it's part of the game. Your next guy's got to be better. Like, your next guy's got to be good. Simple as that, you know? So, no, I don't feel any sympathy for injuries. I get that excuses are lame and nobody wants to hear them, but whatever. I mean, people get hurt. It's football. Injuries happen, and I don't root for injuries. I don't cheer for injuries. I don't like injuries, but they do happen. It's a physical game, you know. I would love if everybody was healthy all the time and everything was great and roses and just perfect and everything, but it's not. It's not that way. I would love if no car accidents ever happen again. That would be awesome. They happen. See, Dominic says, excited for Kyren Williams. I am pumped about Kyren Williams, man. Kyren Williams coming in, obviously with 0 NFL action so far, that does give me a little bit of those questions. But ultimately, man, I think that Kyren, he'll kind of just bring a different dynamic to this team. And we need some help on the ground, man. We are only better than one team on the ground, and that's the Indianapolis Colts, who are just way worse than I expected them to be. So I would say, like, for the Rams run game, I mean, in 30th place, because the Rams are 31st in running, we're like 10 yards average below 30th place. So we're probably going to be down here for a little while as far as, like, bottom of the road on running the football. Unless we can just have some of those outrageous games where we absolutely just blow up and go absolutely nuts. But Kyron Williams is exactly why I don't think the Rams get a running back. I think that and some people, I think, are getting kind of lost in the fact that the Rams were pushing for Christian McCaffrey. I think Christian McCaffrey is who the Rams wanted, not just a running back. I don't think it's the same thing, you know. So I think that the Rams wanted him as a player specifically. I don't think that the Rams are just like, well, we need a running back. I'm sure there's other names out there that the Rams would like, but I don't think that it's just a position attack. I think it's a player attack. If they can get this guy, they'll do it. If they can get this guy, they'll do it. If they can get this guy, they'll do it. Anybody else, not necessarily. Kind of what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling about the Rams and potential trades there. But Kyron Williams coming back is exactly why I think that that's not necessarily that big of an option for the Rams, outside of like some big name guys. Like if an Alvin Kamara could come over to the Rams, who's killing it today. So maybe they don't want to move him, but they also suck. So who knows? You know, maybe he wants to leave. Maybe he's like, I'm better than this. Like, get me out of here. So we'll see. But what do you think about the London games? I think a good way to say it would be that I'm extremely indifferent. I don't like them, but I also don't hate them. I work nights now, so like I was off after midnight last night, so I was not up for that game. I just checked the score when I woke up, and there was like a minute and a half to go. So I don't know. I wasn't gonna watch that game anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I know that the players don't really like it. It feels like a team's going to be there, or at least maybe even a division will be out there. I miss NFL Europe. I think that should be a thing that comes back myself. And then I don't know how you would really do it, though. I don't know. Because obviously if it's a B product to the NFL, then they don't really want it. You know, they want real NFL, which makes sense. They should want real NFL. Real NFL rocks. America has won 56 Super Bowls. It's like Europe isn't even trying. Let's see. What do you think about running back Ronnie Rivers? I think that the media, for some reason, is thinking that he is going to be like our top guy today and stuff. And I'm confused by that. Like, I don't dislike Ronnie Rivers. I've got no hate towards Ronnie Rivers. But, like, I think he's getting a little bit blown up right now. I don't know. Maybe he will be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's the guy. But I like Ronnie Rivers. If that, like that, that's the way to answer that question. I like him. I just don't know how much playing time he's going to get. What up, Heyo? Hey, bro time up in here. If you're not at the game or able to watch the game, then Peo does watch parties on his channel, and they are awesome, man. That's the spot to be if you cannot actually put your eyeballs on the game. Or you could put the eyeballs on the game and then have that running also. Ooh, just almost saw an accident. So, yeah, Peo, that's a good spot to be. Once I'm off here, hop over there, man. It's good stuff. I think if Floyd starts playing better this week, he's then playing hurt and have an extra week over us. Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for most of our guys right now is that extra week and just kind of a reset, you know. And we've heard things along the lines of, like, this is one of the better weeks of practice that we've had in a while. So that's a plus. There's a lot of different moving parts right now. And having that week off, coming off of a win, despite the fact that it was against a crap team, like, that's big. So, I mean, yeah, especially for a guy like Floyd, who has not been playing that well this year. So, like, he's been, I don't want to say bad, but, yeah, I mean, he hasn't been playing that good. So, yeah, it'll be nice to see him hopefully get some solid rushes. and that's exactly why I think the Rams address pass rusher. I don't know if that's really like. I mean, it feels like that's what the plan is. We heard recently that the Rams did put in a significant offer for Brian Burns, and it was turned down. So obviously, it's a position that the Rams are targeting, at least in some capacity. Whether that's how I feel about the running back group, how it's kind of like, is it certain players that they want, or is it a position group that they're targeting? I would guess it's a position group that they're targeting, simply because the Rams pass rush has been pretty weak this year. And when you've got Aaron Donald holding up like 3-4 blockers a play, you got to be able to win those one-on-ones. And right now, that's just not happening from guys like Justin Hollins and Terrell Lewis. And I like those players, but this year they've kind of been underwhelming. So obviously, you want to see better performance out of those guys. But if they can't do it, then hey, let's get somebody that can. I do not care about the name on the back of the jersey. I care about the name on the weird little pass to the left of the shoulder. That's what I care about. So whoever's doing it, I don't care. Just somebody kick some butt cheeks out there, man. Let's see if the other business stuff here. Let's see. Henderson right now will probably be playing the most spots running back. I absolutely agree. I'm very surprised that there's like people out there that are like, Ronnie Rivers is going to get the bulk of the carry. Based on what? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? Like what? I like to feel like I'm pretty connected into the goings on of the Rams by watching like everything I possibly can. I've got alerts on just about everything. The second this team does anything, I know about it. So that to hear. Like I think it was Matthew Berry that said that he was like, Ronnie Rivers is probably going to be the lead back for this week. And it's like, what? Like, are you just throwing stuff out? Like, where's this coming from? So I don't get it. I don't know what he's seeing that I'm not, but maybe he is. I mean, he like works at a real network, and at my job they don't give me these updates. That'd be cool though. Silly Fun Guy, best name on YouTube, says Rams defense is due for a takeaway, and Jacoby Durant looked aggressive. I think he gets a pick today. Yeah, I mean, that pick at the end of the game against Carolina, Nick Scott getting that pick, Scott. That was obviously great to see, but you got to, like, turnovers typically kind of start to come in bunches, and so hopefully that is the domino that got punched over, and hopefully they just keep on stringing along. So that's what we're looking for here. You can't see those signs, bro? Right line close ahead. Go ahead, dude. Trying to let you in. Nothing. There we go. So hopefully that's kind of the turning point here with the picks just kind of coming in bunches from here on out. Like hopefully that's kind of a turning point, because we were struggling to get turnovers there for a little bit. We had been from weeks 3, 4, 5, no turnovers. So hopefully that is a little bit of a turning point for the Rams defense and turning that page over. Because so I mean, the Niners, when they lose the turnover battle, which like most teams, they're not as good, obviously. So if the Rams can start doing that, then I feel pretty good about this game. I already feel decent about this game, I'll be honest. Maybe to a fault, maybe not. I don't know. But either way, I'm feeling decent about this one, and I would like to see, obviously, we'd all like to see a win. That's a dumb comment to make. Like, oh, really? You'd like to see the Rams win? Let's see here. AJ, what's up, man? AJ coming in with a prediction here, 27-20. If you would like to get your chance at a free Ram Showcase t-shirt, get that score prediction correct. We had one this year so far. Jay, nailed it, man. This is good stuff. It's 27-20 Rams. You know, AJ, I think you do need yourself a Ram Showcase t-shirt, man. I think break the regular season streak today. I think Hendo and A-Rob go off. AD will have 2.5 sacks. And Ramsey will lay out CMC again. Dude, if we could get like a side-by-side of him absolutely blasting CMC in 2 back-to-back games with different teams, holy crap, man. So far, that hit on CMC is like probably my favorite play of the year as far as like a moment. I absolutely love to see that, man. So that was really cool. Hopefully he gets another one like that today, because that was crispy, man. I want to frame that photo. I want to frame it. Let's see here. Jerry, just a warning, even though Debo is injured, don't overlook the 49ers. I don't know what I have to do with that. I don't have an impact on this game myself. I'm in Colorado. I'm just going to drink beers and watch on TV and yell and stuff. But, yeah, obviously the 49ers are a good team. They're down a lot of players right now as the Rams are getting healthy. So, obviously, anything can happen. If the games were played on paper, we wouldn't get excited about it. If we just went by how we feel, obviously that wouldn't matter. So, yeah, obviously 49ers are a good team, man, and there's a lot of history here. But, yeah, I don't control anything. I just talk about what happens. Park over here. I hope that doesn't come off as rude. I don't. That's kind of just how I feel. I have no intentions of being like rude though. Oh, this is all jacked up. I don't know what the heck anybody's doing over here. These lines are all messed up in the parking lot. So. Oh, missing comments again. Yeah, score predictions. Got to drop them now, man, because I'm about to be heading inside so I can start doing what Joe does on game days. Ramsey's third sack 3 weeks in a row, dude. That would be so dope. I would love to see that, man. Ramsey getting a third sack in as many games. That would be so sick, dude. I could see it happening. Jimmy just gets rid of the ball so fast, and that's my concern on this game at all, is the fact that he just gets rid of the ball so quick. Like that's a problem. We got another score prediction coming in from Facebook, 17-16 Rams. I don't think I gave mine. I'm feeling pretty low scoring. I think these two defenses are really good, and going against offenses who have not been that awesome this year. Let's face it. You know what I mean? The Rams offense hasn't been that good. The 49ers offense is just 49er offensing. Sorry, I got a message coming in. That was an interesting one. So I lost my train of thought with that message. That was a work message, and now I'm thinking about that. It's not work day. It's football day. It's Rams day. I'm thinking low scoring. Like my score prediction, I've been sticking with like 17-13 for the Rams. So that's kind of where we're sitting right now. Hey, Robert, go Rams! That's my friend. Let's see. Wolfpack says Ramsey does get his third sack, 27-17 for the Rams. That's good stuff, man. Jerry, I am going to Kelly O'Brien's in Colorado Springs. It's where I reside. I am from here. Lived here my whole life. I would have been a Broncos fan, but I didn't want to be one of them. I knew some, and I didn't want to be like them at all. So, and then I loved Marshall Faulk. That's my quick story. All right. Any last-minute score predictions? You got to do them right now because I'm about to head out of here. I'm bouncing out right after this. You got to drop your score predictions right now. My game picks have been terrible this year, by the way. I've done not a good job. Water in the mustache. Album name. 60-yard bomb touchdown. Yeah, we'll see. I have so little confidence in that dude, man. I hope he does well, but I don't know. I don't know. Jerry coming in. We're going to take this as our last score prediction unless while I'm talking I see another one pop in. So Jerry is saying 21-17 for the Rams over the 49ers, breaking that regular season streak. Of course, though, we won the most important game of all of them in these last couple of years as the Rams, of course, whooped up on them Niners to go to the Super Bowl and eventually win it, something that they did not do last year. They watched like me and you did on TV while the Rams were holding up Lombardis and stuff like that. George coming in with a score prediction as well. So we will keep it going just here for a second. 34-24 for the Rams is what George says. That is a big old score, man. That would be a lot of points in this game. I don't know if I see that many points going, but hey, it wouldn't make me mad. It could be 99 to 100, or it could be 2-3. I don't care. I just want to see the Rams win. Doesn't matter to me at all. But yeah, all right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up right there. Rams taking on the Niners today. Obviously, this is such a big game coming off the bye week. Really need to put a dub up today. If the Rams could beat the Niners and the Giants could beat the Seahawks, the Rams move back up into first place in the NFC West. That would be awesome going into Week 9. So obviously, we want to see it happen. We want to see it happen. All right. Enjoy a beer for me. Toast towards Colorado, because I'm going to have one today. Because my friend is the single worst person ever to participate in a sober October. I'm pretty sure he drank more this month than he ever has, like in any other month, like a total jerk. So, yeah. Oh, I was trying to think about what you were referencing, Dominic. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we'll see. I hope so. We'll see. Oh, let's beat up on these Niners, huh? Let's go Rams and stuff. Beat up on the Niners. Niners are dumb.